Being raised in an anti-SpongeBob household is a lifelong social handicap and low-key abusive. Dude, SpongeBob is like the easiest one-to-one connection between like being funny. People who watch SpongeBob as a kid are always funny. And I also wanted to explore that concept more with you all today because I want to watch this video called SpongeBob's Cultural Impact Explained. Because how is this a 20-minute video? I need to find out. Because it's also gonna be like, it's gonna tickle my fancy. It's gonna tickle my fancy, this whole video.
Are you ugly and proud? Do you know?
All right, we could probably end it there. I'm not.
What this is, or that, or this, or that? Well,
I hate this channel.
No! We're gonna be looking into how SpongeBob raised the
W editing, by the way, I love that. I love that. I love that vibe. A TV and then a TV inside the TV. That's fire.
why it stood out so much, the reason parents hated it, and the effect it's had on us as a society. If you, for some reason, need a quick recap of what the show is about, here it is.
You want to see me do it again?
Oh my God, bro. As a kid, I know this is not a unique thing. As a kid, I was obsessed with superheroes, and I always dreamed about being a superhero. And this episode, and these like different episodes where they did superhero shit, was like actually it spoke to me. It literally
SpongeBob
like
SquarePants first aired on Nickelodeon in 1999, created by Stephen.
What was my power? I feel like I just kind of wanted I wanted to be like Superman, bro. Like just like that's just OP. You know, you want to just be fucking Superman. You want to be the super strength flying around, like obviously, or Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man as a kid. Spider-Man was awesome. Fake story. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm lying. When I was a kid, I actually thought superheroes were freaking lame, and I didn't want to ever be a superhero. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? His powers were to average 50 viewers. Yeah, now we're being really unrealistic here. Holy shit.
Hillenberg, a former marine biologist. The show follows SpongeBob's wacky antics in Bikini Bottom alongside a wide range of memorable side characters.
What's up,
Although he acts like a child most of the time, he lives on his own in a house and also has a stable full-time job that he loves. So that's how you know.
Police, can we just lock up Dino Dick Damien for saying I wanted to be the tooth fairy and sell all the teeth? Let's just lock him up. Let's just send him in fucking Alcatraz.
Oh, this is a fictitious cartoon. It's safe to say that SpongeBob is canonically an adult, as is the main cast.
For sure.
That's really important here because no other children's program at the time had characters like that. It allowed the show to explore certain topics that normally wouldn't be touched at all, such as fair labor practices.
Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
Mundane domestic dreariness.
Coming to bed,
I think everyone should be more like SpongeBob.
Yes, dear.
And having to dispose of a body. You know.
Okay. It's bad timing.
Stuff adults have to worry about. Of course, we really didn't think about that when we were watching. We were too busy absolutely losing it over the number 25. The show was able to successfully blend together the surface level visuals of a promising kids show with obvious care and effort put into its humor. This helped it appeal to many different age groups, as it didn't talk down to a younger viewer with its lessons, while at the same time
not being I'm not gonna pause a lot, but oh my god, I have to talk about this for a second. The reason why every kid show nowadays literally sucks is because every single fucking one of them is like talking down to kids. Like when we were kids, they made like Shrek and stuff where it'd be fun for the adults to watch too. Like I could watch Shrek and like Cars and all these other shows because they made jokes that you wouldn't get as a kid. It wouldn't matter. But as an adult, you understand them and think they're funny as hell and you can have fun with your family. But like nowadays, bro, they just make the sloppiest of slop that's just like all kid jokes, nothing like actual, no story beat. They're assuming the child's on their iPad while they watch. Like it's just actual slop, man. They can't even make something. It's like Coco Melon's the #1 fucking kid show now.
Stale and predictable for someone that's older.
I won't pause a lot. I promise.
It also helps that there were a lot of adult jokes sprinkled in.
Patrick, your genius is showing.
Where?
I feel like a...
Classic. This was awesome.
Harry!
Him watching.
But aside from that, where its humor really shines is when it's at its most
scary.
absurd.
That shit fucking scared me, bro.
Take, for example, the iconic pizza delivery episode. In it, SpongeBob and Squidward are tasked with delivering a pizza, but they end up getting stranded and lost. This is obviously not good. How are they going to get back so the customer can get their order? Throughout the episode, SpongeBob repeatedly refers to what the pioneers did in order to survive and navigate. Obviously, Squidward doesn't take any of that seriously, and even has to bail out SpongeBob because he was following one of those sick pioneer pro tips. You can't tell directions based off of where moss grows.
The butterfly zoom is pretty bad. How am I supposed to eat this without my drink?
Or hitchhike by doing a funky dance? So obviously, you can't drive a rock. In that same episode, the mobile rock isn't even the joke with the biggest payoff either.
We have just enough time to make it back to work.
Sorry, Dr. Kelp.
Work.
Why are we still here?
After everything they went through, they basically went in a giant circle on a journey that could have been easily avoided. A lesser show would have had both of them right off into the sunset for a nice happy ending, but no, not our show. No, you don't get to the top and win 20 Kids' Choice Awards by being subpar. Come on. However, SpongeBob wasn't the first kids show like this. Ren and Stimpy and Animaniacs shared similar types of comedy, but they were a few years too early. The stars aligned when
I never got into them, bro.
SpongeBob came out. It was the best moment for it to really shine and cement its legacy. It was the perfect show for the generation that gets to grow up alongside.
Tonight, the information superhighway and one of its main thoroughfares, an online network called Internet.
Everyone I know is on it. Email, instant messages. There's no better way to keep in touch.
You've got mail.
They made the internet easier than ever.
Do you,
I wish I was alive for the internet starting, man. I'm sorry. I wish I was alive for that. That's so
connections are faster than ever. Well, the AOL Time Warner mega merger yesterday has put the word broadband in the news. Well, what is broadband?
Oh, that's that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
At.
See, that's what I said.
Well, Allison should know.
What is internet anyway?
No, you see, I don't agree. I think the internet. I don't think we've even seen the tip of the iceberg. I think the potential of what the internet is going to do to society, both good and bad.
You would have been groomed so hard on AIM, like mods. What the fuck are we? Why are you fantasizing about a world where I get groomed on AIM?
Is unimaginable.
That's insane.
I think we're actually on the cusp of something exhilarating and terrifying.
True, actually, this guy fucking predicted it.
All right.
First YouTube video ever.
One of the elephants.
First YouTube video ever.
Got any grapes?
Hey, Apple.
Dude, the annoying orange. Don't fuck with me, bro. Don't even fuck around. That shit was awful. That shit was awful.
Imagination.
Within meme culture, SpongeBob got an early boost in its meme stock back in the early 2010s.
Back to 2026.
And shots from the show have only skyrocketed in popularity since then. There's nothing better when a screenshot and a caption feel like they were just made for each other. At this point, there's so many different images that could fit in so many different situations. Even Nickelodeon recognizes this popularity with meme merch. Okay, actually, really quick rant income.
My favorite one ever though, sorry. This is my favorite one ever. This one is my absolute fucking favorite. Okay, what the fuck is this? I love this one, bro. This one is so, I don't know where the fuck that one came from, but it's awesome.
No, not about a corporation trying to capitalize on our childhood. That's whatever. Capitalism is gonna capitalism. It's about this thing. I hate it. I hate these so much. I hate its face and the way it's used to mock someone because there's already a frame where SpongeBob does that with his hand.
No!
Don't backsash me!
I really don't understand how this one became one of the most popular ones in general. Like how? This doesn't make sense. This is why I think that
20 minutes later.
And that's why I never want to see this thing ever again. Alright? Alright. To put some numbers as to how popular SpongeBob memes are, as of this recording, our Bikini Bottom Twitter, which is just SpongeBob memes essentially, is
Dude, there's no way this is still active. Our Bikini Bottom? r/Bikini Bottom, there's no way.
5th largest subreddit. That may not sound so impressive, but to put that into context, there are over 130,000 active subreddits, and this one is the biggest subreddit that's dedicated to a specific TV show, with 4.7 million members.
Insane.
That's even surpassing the general r SpongeBob subreddit. There's absolutely no denying the hold that this show has on the internet, but why exactly is it still so popular 20 plus years after it first aired? One of those reasons,
awesome.
I'd say personally, as someone who is chronically online and has a grass allergy, is because it has such a huge influence on my own sense of humor. It's like watching the show primed me for memes in general. By the time I saw my first meme, I was ready to go. It's why the most random, ironic, obscure things get a huge laugh out of me.
I deadass will watch that show and laugh. Like I will
imagine showing your grandparents any of that. They combust on the spot from not being able to understand what they just saw. But back to my main point there, I'm sure other fellow meme enjoyers can relate to having the revelation that their sense of humor makes no sense sometimes.
These memes are not that good.
Actually, wait, hold on. Nah, never mind. Memes were a mistake. I take it all back. Video's over. Additionally, and this is probably the reason that's contributed the most to its longevity, SpongeBob is a shared experience. You and I don't know each other. By the way, hi, I'm Lias. Please sub if you're enjoying this so far, thank you. But if you clicked on this video, we both likely have seen the same episodes. We've used the same jokes with our friends. We may have even shared the exact same memes before. That's the beauty of all of this. Everyone can get in on the joke. Well, except maybe the ones that couldn't watch or weren't allowed to watch growing up. Those people won't even truly appreciate this image, and my heart breaks for them. But it's that nostalgia for a lot of us that'll never make us tired of these. It helps us remember a time where stuff was easier, where our biggest worry was making sure we could get to the TV on time for the newest episode. That nostalgia.
Okay, I never was on time for an episode. This shit would just be on at all times, and if I wouldn't even know if it was a new episode. Like
in turn, helps keep the show alive. The internet is an ever-changing landscape where breaking news becomes yesterday's news in about an hour. So for something to not just continuously survive, but to thrive, it has to keep on changing. That's exactly what we've been doing whenever we reach into our bank of childhood memories to grab a funny screenshot and use it for something relatable that the SpongeBob team never intended for it. And yet, for how much we love this show, certain people didn't. Certain people that at one point in our lives decided whether or not we get Dino Nuggies for dinner, so we had no choice but to listen to them. Even though they still let me watch it, my own parents didn't like SpongeBob. Not because they thought the hijinks and tomfoolery that was shown would rub off on me, or because there was an entire episode of swearing.
Hi, Squidward! How the are ya?
And not even
Dude, there was a phase my parents were like, I don't like when you watch SpongeBob. It's not a good show for your development. And like they gave up on that quick because it's a fucking awesome show. Like you can't do that. You old as hell. Seriously, I know for a fact you're 27.
Because of certain grotesque body horror scenes. But rather, the reason they didn't like it was because it used a word that was treated like a slur in my household. Where if you said it, everyone looked at you like you just told them all to f*** off or something. That word being, stupid.
Stupid? I'm 22, bro. Damn.
Where was I? Furthermore, lots of parents didn't like it because they thought it was too violent or too influential.
Dude, my parents didn't like it because they showed SpongeBob's butt sometimes, or Patrick's butt. I wasn't allowed to watch Adventure Time because this lemon freak spanked this other character in the butt, and they said it was too sexual. Like, bro, what are we talking about, man? Let me enjoy my freaking slop as a child. Like, fuck. I hated that.
Dumb,
I was so scared of Adventure Time. I wasn't scared. I was supposed to know how to watch it.
As if watching SpongeBob actually makes kids.
I love this meme.
Oh.
He may live in a pineapple under the sea.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
But there's a new study that shows SpongeBob SquarePants might not be good for your child's brain. It can cause short-term attention and learning problems.
Fuck, bro, this is what gave me ADHD? Fuck.
Could threaten your child's development.
Back in 2011, the University of Virginia published a study.
My parents never saw me watching Regular Show, and Regular Show was a goated show. Regular Show was perfect. My friend's mom said Cartoon Network was satanic. W friend's mom. Simpsons or Family Guy? I mean, yeah, that's more reasonable. Like, I feel like Simpsons, Family Guy, those are adult cartoons.
About SpongeBob's effect on young minds. Using 4-year-olds, they had 20 kids watch SpongeBob, 20 Caillou, and 20 just drew whatever on paper.
I mean, drawing probably is better.
They were asked to complete a series of simple tests. Out of the 3 groups, the kids that watched SpongeBob did the worst.
Wow.
Okay, well, I guess that's...
Wait a second. They're the green? Dude, no fucking way. Watching SpongeBob made him that much stupider? That's insane. How?
Proof, right? SpongeBob SquarePants makes children stupid. Just look at this official science chart. Look at how badly these kids did. They're never going to college at this rate. The reason they did so poorly compared to the others is because, in comparison with Caillou, there's a lot going on in SpongeBob.
Caillou's so boring, bro. Don't fuck with me. Don't even fuck with me, bro. That shit was so boring.
Yes.
Caillou wanted to swim and dive, just like the big boys and girls.
Oh, shut. Oh. Caillou's so awful. I love this. This is my show. Wonder Pets? I did watch
As a
Wonder Pets,
result of that, their small, tiny brains pretty much got tuckered out. They were too mentally fatigued to do well on those tests. That's why the kids that didn't watch any TV at all and instead had some drawing time did the best. So yeah, once again, if you watch SpongeBob, then you're just flat out dumb, right?
Wrong!
Here's why all of these new stories are just a lot of... The media needed a story, and it got one. These sensationalized headlines are so much catchier for suburban moms that already didn't like the show. It reinforced their own beliefs without really giving it a second thought. Even one of the study's own researchers, upset by how oversimplified their findings were being presented, commented on all of this. Saying that SpongeBob is making you dumber is very different than saying a child's attention is temporarily impaired and that we don't know what the long-term impacts are. Our brain is like a muscle.
Exactly.
When we watch something with a bunch of sounds, a bunch of cuts, and a bunch of action, our brain is working more, so it's gonna be more fatigued. That's what was being highlighted in this study.
This is what happens to you fucking clowns when you're scrolling for 12 hours a day on your phone. I have been bricked for the past 24 hours. I haven't touched social media in 24 hours. It's also why I haven't seen any of the big news that happened. But hey,
better understand how
I'm better than you. That's what I'm trying to say.
The way a toddler thinks. So it only makes sense that the SpongeBob kids did the worst. But here's the real kicker here. Remember when I said the study was made up of 4-year-olds? SpongeBob is rated TVY7, as in it's rated for 7-year-olds.
Yes.
The game was rigged from the start. That little piece of information was missing from so many news stories. It got so bad that Nickelodeon even had to give a statement. Having 60 non-diverse kids who are not part of the show's targeted demo watch 9 minutes of programming is questionable methodology. It could not possibly provide the basis for any valid findings that parents could trust. I can't believe I'm gonna side with the corporation, but they're kind of right. The sample size
isn't Nickelodeon low-key like an Epstein fucking shell company?
Was tiny, and the whole thing got irresponsibly reported on. Like
I watched so much Nickelodeon. I watched that. I watched iCarly. I low-key watched some Victorious, bro. Don't fucking come at me, bro. The goth girl was hot. What else did I watch on Nickelodeon, man? I also watched Wizards of Waverly Place. That's on Disney, though. Wizards of Waverly Place was fire.
SpongeBob makes your kids dumb is a much catchier headline than watching SpongeBob or any other show outside of your child's age range.
Amazing World of Gumball. Great show. Honestly, a great show. My mom still gets me watching Victorious. Yeah, she didn't want to become like that hot goth girl. I get it. That was provocative. Oh, it was. I loved it, bro. I love the hot goth girl. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Early limits their cognitive abilities, reducing their puzzle-solving skills, and shortening their
8 years younger than me.
Also, out of all the other educational kids cartoons they could have chosen, Caillou, this piece of
real.
Silly. I don't like Rosie.
I needed Henry Danger. I can't lie. Oh my god. That is so funny, bro. I never seen that show, but I know who you're talking about. That is so funny. You're in 07? You're like 19 years old then. Damn. I'm 25, man. I grew up in a different era. 2001. I was pre 9/11. I was 8 months old when it happened, but I was pre 9/11.
I'm gonna stop right there. Just look forward to the 3-hour video essay on why Caillou is the absolute worst character in any piece of fiction. Now, back to SpongeBob. Despite everything, be it disgruntled parents or starving media, we still care a lot about the show. Even if we haven't watched a single episode in years, it's still pretty relevant to our lives. Especially if you're in West Virginia, apparently. According to Google Trends, they're the most interested in SpongeBob. So, big shout out to the West Virginians watching. Aside from the usual internet memes, there have been two notable events that really brought fans together.
It's a sad day for residents of Bikini Bottom. Steven Hillenburg, creator of SpongeBob SquarePants, has passed away.
What the fuck?
Well, there was a sink sponge, so I drew a square one, and I
didn't know that.
It immediately locked on to the idea of this undersea nerd, and from that point on, I thought, well, that's the star, SpongeBob.
20 years ago, I got a call to go see a man about a sponge.
Oh, this is the guy.
The man was Steven Hillenburg, and his sponge wound up conquering the world.
I don't really have an idea that I'd want to torture myself over for several seasons. And then Martin was looking at the intertitle comic that I had, and he said, "What are you, crazy? This is your show right here."
One of the greatest, nicest human beings, senseis, teachers, artists that it has ever been anyone's pleasure to work with,
so sad,
Steven Hillenburg.
I think call it sensei for making SpongeBob is funny, but like, damn, he's a goat. And Loki, SpongeBob has not been the same since 2018. I don't know about his personal life. I just know this fucking show lost.
The unfortunate passing of the show's creator touched all of us. Fans, of course, wanted to memorialize him in a special way. With the timing of all this, the Super Bowl was just in a few months.
True.
So naturally, what everyone thought of was... Band Geeks is arguably one of the best, if not the best, SpongeBob episode ever made. It's full of memorable lines, remarkable jokes, and an unforgettable musical performance at the end. The idea for this song to be performed at the Super Bowl by the halftime show headliners Maroon 5 grew to the point that a Change.org petition for it received over 1.2 million signatures. Of course, having a popular Change.org petition doesn't always mean that thing will happen, but it was enough to give this idea more credibility.
Didn't they do it? Like they played it a little bit. They didn't actually sing it, but they played like the horns or something.
After this is when the hype for it really exploded. On December 12, 2018, the event's venue, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, tweeted this GIF from the Band Geeks episode. Then, a few weeks before the big night, Maroon 5 tweeted out a promo for their performance. It was just a regular kind of video, hyping it all up, but wait, what? SpongeBob?
There I am, Gary, there I am! Oh my god, okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
I think I remember this.
Everyone, what's the procedure?
I watched Super Bowl. I'm a big football fan.
Calm down!
Aw, yeah, here we go. We hecking did it. I remember being so hyped for this that I organized a whole watch party. My birthday always falls on Super Bowl weekend, so I got a bunch of my friends together to celebrate my birth, but more importantly, to bear witness to this event that we'll tell future generations about. Keep in mind, we were not sports people. We were gamers. Mario sports games pretty much set the bar for what sports was for me, so if it didn't have power-ups, I wasn't interested. To be quite frank, I don't really even know what the rules for football are, but yet I had to watch for SpongeBob, for Steven Hillenburg's tribute, and on that fateful night, we got this.
And now, a true musical genius who needs no introduction.
I remember the people getting it.
It's lit!
It's just...
were not happy for the most part. All this hype and anticipation for a really quick cameo? Yeah, while it may be true that it's better than nothing and that we weren't really owed anything,
dude, I remember that. I mean, this
was a dream of a generation. From the moment we saw that episode, we all thought how cool it'd be to see that performed live one day, and here was this amazing opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime chance for it to happen on a giant stage like this, and for such a good reason to honor the life of its creator, and it was fumbled, to say the least. Many do truly believe this, and it makes even more sense when you consider just how iconic this yellow square guy really is. SpongeBob is up there in the realm of animated giants, alongside characters like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny. As of 2019, the franchise has netted in over $13 billion in merchandise revenue alone. It's the most profitable property to come out of the entire Paramount
fucking
family.
Sucks, too.
Given that, it's no surprise that Nickelodeon treats SpongeBob like, well, a sponge, continuously squeezing every bit of its worth out. They've of course found success with other shows, but none of them come close to SpongeBob's star power. That's why it's the second longest running animated children's series in the US, falling just 2 years shy of Pokemon. If you go on Nickelodeon right now, there's a really good chance that SpongeBob is playing. It's their cash cow. Of course they're gonna milk it, be it with TV schedule blocks, movies, or even spin-offs that they think we're apparently excited about.
Paramount is
there
literally
are plenty of reasons to
ever.
hate on the spin-offs, but for the sake of fairness, I gotta address a rumor real quick. A lot of people cite that spin-offs are just straight up disrespectful to Steven Hillenburg's legacy because he reportedly didn't want any, and that Nickelodeon waited until his passing to go ahead with them. That's not exactly the truth. As a SpongeBob showrunner put it, Hillenburg has gone on record saying that he didn't see a spin-off happening, not that he didn't want one to happen. In fact, he was even aware of its production before his passing. So with that being said, it really is a shame seeing modern SpongeBob as a whole. I know this is gonna sound like a back in my day SpongeBob was good kind of thing, but I mean, there's a reason we care about the first few seasons the most. Heck, even kids nowadays love the earlier episodes more. It all just seemed more authentic back then. Yeah, it's got a bigger budget now, so it's shinier and cleaner, but that's just really uncanny for a lot of us. Not to mention how the latest seasons focus way more on slapstick, visual gags, and gross out close-ups. We had that
the
too,
close-ups
but
so
they were so well written, so well placed and spaced out that they felt earned.
Does this look unsure to you?
Modern SpongeBob lost that focus and essentially watered itself down. It was new and exciting and pushed the envelope, and now just seems like a typical children's show. Haha, they made a funny face. Oh, there's another. Now they're all making funny faces. The characters have also become severe victims of flanderization, where somewhere along the way, they all essentially just lost their depth. SpongeBob is immature and acts like a kid. Patrick, dumb. Uh-oh, Squidward's grumpy, so he deserves to live in complete and utter agony, I guess? If the earlier seasons could be compared to a Krabby Patty, modern SpongeBob is what almost killed the health inspector. But despite the current state of the show, that doesn't detract from what we experienced growing up. We still have all those good memories, and I think we should just focus on that. To take a moment to realize how lucky we are to have experienced all of this, and to focus on the simpler times of our childhoods. Like when we cheered when SpongeBob and Patrick came back to life, or when I spent a whole 2 months allowance on SpongeBob books at the Scholastic Book Fair, or how for some reason the walk cycle kind of scared me. Now that I think about it, the outro music in a dark room at night was kind of spooky too. As long as we remember that we share this one thing, that this is what we all have in common, I think we'll be all right. Thanks for watching.
That was good nostalgia bait. I mean, it was nostalgia bait, but it was good. Like, it felt what the fuck? It felt good though. You know what I mean?
Something bad about every.
I liked it. W Video.